All right, welcome Year 9 to another lesson. Okay, so in today's lesson, our learning goal is that we can describe how the respiratory system works. Okay, all right, so our APK for today. Okay, anyone who wants to do a bit of meditation or yoga, you guys can follow the image there. But what can you recall about? Sorry. Can you recall what the respiratory system is and what organs are involved? So about 30 seconds, you can type anything in chat there that's related to our APK. Okay, that's awesome there, Ria. So the respiratory system is in charge of breathing and removing carbon dioxide from blood. That's how we breathe, includes the lungs, includes diaphragm, pharynx. It's awesome. So we got quite a lot there. Okay, so, and the voice box as well. Yes, very, very important. The voice box. We all love to talk. Okay, so I'm gonna go through the notes quickly. Okay, I will also highlight the things that you would need to um, to write down as well. Okay, to help you guys summarize the notes. So the respiratory system, okay, it says that it's responsible for breathing, okay, and getting the oxygen from the air and also removing the carbon dioxide from our blood, okay. Now, I'm sure that you guys know and understand what the respiratory system is for. So probably this one is not um, not something that you need to write down, okay, unless you really want to write it. Um, the thing I'll say is important for you to write down here are the parts of the respiratory systems. So there are a few things here, okay. So I mean, you got the nose there, but also you've got the pharynx, which is the throat, okay. You got the epiglottis, which is there's a flap of skin that controls, whether you are eating or if you are breathing. Okay, so just to make sure that when you eat, it doesn't go into your lungs, okay, your airway, and block it. Okay, um, and then you've got the larynx, which is your voice box, and if you if you sort of touch your neck around this area here, okay, and for guys, you guys may know this as the Adam's apple, okay, but girls, you have it as well, right? If you touch it here, whenever you speak, you feel the vibration there, right? And of course, if you are singing, then you would know this voice box, okay. Um, you guys may also know that during puberty, the voice box get longer, and for guys, your voice box is slightly longer than for girls, and that's why guys usually have a deeper voice than girls. Okay, and that's just because your voice box get bigger, get longer. Okay. And then you've got the trachea, which is the windpipe. Now, you may see that around the trachea, it says that there is a ring of cartilage. So if you remember from when we learned about the skeletal system, okay, so cartilage is sort of like very soft, white, not bone, not bones, but they're part of the skeletal system. Okay, um, you can see that the cartilage, they kind of surround the windpipe. Okay, so my challenge for you is have a think about why is it that there would be a ring of cartilage around the windpipe. Okay, I'll come back to this later, so just give you guys some time to think there. So moving on, then we got the bronchi. So the bronchi are the airways that would carry the air in and out of the lungs. Then you've got the alveoli, or I like to call them alveoli, because but they're pronounced alveoli. They are the tiny air sacs in the lungs, okay, and that's where you got the gas exchange occurs. All right, and then finally you got the diaphragm there, and this is the dome-shaped muscle, okay. So just right underneath your ribs, okay. So there's a muscle there. It attaches to the ribs, and it moves up and down, okay, and that would help the lungs contract and expand. Now, again, if you're into singing, you probably have heard that, um, sing from your diaphragm. Okay, so basically what it means is that you should breathe using your diaphragm to help you breathe in more air, and this also helps with swimmers as well. If you're interested in swimming, again, a lot of people think that we breathe using our ribs, but the thing is, the ribs, they're bones. They don't expand much, right? So what allows the expansion of the lungs would be your diaphragm. It's move up and down, creating the space for the lungs to fill in. Okay, so if you breathe using your diaphragm, you get more air into your lungs. All right. So back to the question that I asked before. Has anyone come up with an answer as to why there would be cartilage around your windpipe? Okay, Ria said to protect, Roger to protect as well. Well done, guys. That is correct. Okay, and that's very important, right? Because you don't want your windpipe to get damaged, right? Um, so it's there to protect so that you can breathe in oxygen. Okay. Now there is a game here that you guys can play with, and it's basically just labeling the different parts of the respiratory system. Okay, I will tell you that I got a time of 30 seconds on my first try, so see if you guys can beat that. Now moving on, let's talk more about how the respiratory system works. Okay, so you've got the oxygen, it comes from the air. Okay, it's going to travel through your nose, okay, through your throat, or if you breathe from your mouth, it's going to go into your mouth, through the throat, down to the voice box, down into the windpipe or the trachea, okay, down to the bronchi, so that's the airway, so it's split into your lungs, and then it goes into the bronchioles, so sort of look like, these uh, three branches here, and then go into the alveoli, so the air sacs, and then at the alveoli, you can see here that it's covered in um, blood vessels. And if you guys remember, these blood vessels are the capillaries, so very thin blood vessels that allows um, the oxygen to go from the lungs into the blood, as well as the carbon dioxide to go from the blood into the lungs. Okay, so our cells, our cells, they would use just spot a mistake I made there. Our cells use the oxygen and sugar in our blood to produce carbon dioxide, water, as well as energy for staying alive. Okay, so this chemical process is called cellular respirations. Um, Okay, so that's how our lungs work. Now, there's a song here. Um, I'll stop. I'll pause the recording for a moment. All right. So, hope you guys like that song. Now, this is a bit of an extension. So if you want to have a look at the respiratory system for the other animals, you guys can have a read this one here. Okay. Um, and I hope you guys enjoy this pun as well. All right. So the task that I would like you to do, okay? So I would like you to try and do question 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I did put these as a worksheet on Compass. So if you guys download that, you guys would have a Word document. Um, I want to go through question 1 with you in a moment. And now I know that I've said question 1 to 5 there, but feel like um, if you feel like you need a bit of a challenge, then you can have a go at question 6 and 7 as well. Okay, so let's have a look at the question 1. Where are we? Here we go. All right. So this is what you would get when you download the Word document from Compass. Okay, so it's asked to draw a diagram to show how air travels from the mouth and nose to the alveoli at the end of the branches of the bronchioles. Okay, so what you can do is, I mean, you can print this out and then draw using pencil or pens on a piece of paper and then take a picture. Okay, what you can also do if you like working on Word, then you can go insert shape, like choose the arrows. Okay, oh, and then just draw in for me. I'm going to use a different color here. Maybe, yeah, maybe black would do. Make it a bit, okay. So air goes into the nose, okay. And then just going to copy and paste a few more arrows. So it goes into the nose, go into the throat, okay. And then from the throat, they go down to the voice box and the windpipe, all right. And then you just go and show the whole path for um, for the air. Okay, I'm not going to do the whole thing because I want you guys to do it yourself. Okay, but that's how you can answer question 1. Is everyone okay with that? Oh, good then. All right. So thanks guys for staying. Okay. Again, remember to go to pastoral care and help Secure out with the quiz.